Alright guys, welcome back. We got another war video, war number 10. We're starting off on the second account on Path 1 with Magneto, Cable, and Apoc. So, Apocalypse is going to take this first fight against Mojo, even though it is a hashtag metal champion. I don't want to risk it with Mojo. Mojo can be very annoying, but we go with a Power Start 1 and like 150%, I think, Power Back boost. And we're just going to go ahead and throw a couple specials in a row, and goodbye Mojo. Apocalypse absolutely rinses. We're boosted up, and there we take another special on the block, and goodbye Mojo. I think we got 12 fights for you today. Some fun stuff, some usual suspects, plus a new champ for Alliance War this time. Killmonger, we just did this fight recently. This is the Masochism node on node 13. We're just going to go do the exact same thing we did last time. We're pretty much just ignoring the reverb. We're going to go straight up to a special 2. Get the concussion on. The concussion will help mitigate all the extra damage. Nice big special 2. We got the power back, so we're going to evade that special 2. We are giving him a lot of power, so we do have to be careful about that, but we're going to go straight into a special 1. We got the quadruple debuff up, all 4 debuffs. We can refresh it with a heavy, and maybe one more special to finish him off. He throws another special 2. We just have to block, and we can go in for a combo into special 1. Goodbye Killmonger. Next up, we've got a Cable on Masochism, but Cable, you don't want to bleed him. Apocalypse, not the option. Magneto, we used him for Cable, I think it was on node 13 a few wars ago. So we've done Cable before with Magneto. The goal here is, again, we're going to back off, make sure the magnetism is on him. Now you can see a couple of those parries didn't stick. He got some flourish charges because he is a global defender, and then we just hit into the block to remove them. But you can see there the parry stuck. So sometimes they are, I'm just prepared that, just like there, that it's not going to stick every single time. And we are going to spam special 2s. Special 1 and special 3 are going to put bleeds. If we bleed Cable, even though the magnetism is on, I don't want to risk getting a massive degen on me. So I'm just going to continue to just build up to special 2s. If I see a flourish, I might just throw like that, a hit into the block, evade that special 2 there. We can we're not really ignoring the strike counter node, but pretty much I'm not really worried about it there. We're just going to spam special 2s. That is all we want to do on this one, is special 2s. We do not want to get special 1 puts on a bleed, special 3 puts on a bleed. Don't want to do that. Don't want to take a bunch of degen. Special 2. There you go. Goodbye Cable. Next up, we've got a Galan on node 15. We're gonna he does nothing to, he has no armor ups, so the node is irrelevant. So we're just gonna use Wiccan here on the main account. We got Wiccan, Nebula, and Omega Sentinel. Only a 565, but she is gonna come in clutch. I had to go to the battle group and try, or like the whole alliance, and say like, what is good for this next fight? And there are a couple good options there. Some I like, some I didn't like. I was actually considering some other champions, but I ended up going with Omega Sentinel. So this Galan on node 15, very easy with Wiccan. Unfortunately, I was a little too I went for that special 2, and I almost pushed him to 3. I end up actually pushing him to 3 bars of power as I finish him off here, but he wasn't throwing that special 2. Sorry about that notification there. and we take him out. Next, node 24, this Havoc. Normally we do with this Galan. Galan is banned. So I can't remember everything about every champion, and Omega Sentinel is someone I only got very late after she came out, and she is nullify immune. So the buffet, don't have to worry about that at all. And once you start a few hits in, you get the armor up, and it's not going anywhere. So pretty much the buffet and the we're a buffet counter, so I don't have to worry about the nullifying a buff, and that's not going to give him a regen. If he has no other regens, he's not going to be unblockable. So it's just a regular Havoc fight. So Omega Sentinel, absolutely amazing for this buffet Havoc, and kudos to the guys on the Alliance that pointed it out. So definitely, I think it was Onslaught. So that was really, really, really good. And even the 565 absolutely wrecked Havok here. Just bait some heavy attacks. There we go. Bait some more. Just build up some unblockable special 2s, but I have no problem evading those. That would have been very frustrating to get hit. I was thinking about it afterwards. If I get clipped by an unblockable special 2, I'd be pissed off. But it's okay. We're going to go ahead. Again, unblockable special 1, full evade. Don't have to worry about anything. No detonation damage. Don't have to worry about any of that garbage. And goodbye, Havok. That was a great fight with Omega Sentinel. Just the first time I think I brought her in all season. Next, we come to the Nebula portion of the war. Path 3 in Section 2. This is the Thorns node. I couldn't remember if Sigil Witch gets an armor up, but it's okay. We're just gonna go with Nebula. We did the same thing against Scarlet Witch Classic here in the last war. Nebula, as always, we're just going to hold block, build up to 20 charges at the same time. Go ahead, hit into block, bait some specials. You know, there, we're building up our charges. Bait some heavy attacks. You know, do the same stuff we normally do. Try and get to 2 bars of power, and then we're going to parry for 20 shocks, convert them to 40 shocks with the special 2, and watch Sigil Witch melt. So there, we're close to 2 bars of power. 20 shocks, convert them into 40, and what is that, like 20-something thousand per tick? Just goodbye, melted. Next, we have an Omega Sentinel on node 42, and this one also has sloped armor. We're going to do the exact same thing. She's a robot, so we're just going to build up to, as long as we have our charges. I tried to do the exact same thing. I actually end up pushing myself to 3 bars of power. I tried to get the special 2 off, but I was a little too late and pushed myself to 3 bars of power, but it's still, I'm getting so many shocks from the node itself. On this particular node, I probably didn't even need to try and go for the 20 shock into special 2, but at the same time, I did too many hits there trying to bait out that special 1, and now that hit put me to, I probably should have just parried and immediately gone to special 2, but I did a hit into it, pushed me to a special 3. It's fine. We still have the 17 shocks on every parry I do from now on. Like, all the parries are putting on more shocks. It's fine. I'm really not too worried. I just need to get above, I can get above like 5 shock charges or above 4 charges, and shuts down Omega Sentinel completely. Next is Nimrod on 46. We've done this one a whole bunch of times. It's the exact same thing as the last 2 fights. Hold block, build to 20 charges, parry into SP2. Just have to be careful with Nimrod that sometimes, even though we're shutting him down, there is a chance that he puts on that power lock or special lock when you get over a bar of power. So make sure you're at 2 bars of power before you parry and go into the special 2. That is the key reminder on this one every single time. But that's fine. It doesn't matter if we're glancing our hits. Right now, if we dash back, we're not triggering the healing from Never Back Down. We got some special 2s to evade, so not too bad. Again, hit into the block, build up to 20 charges. There we go. Now we just we're probably going to bait out a special here. Nope, we're going to go straight into parry special 2, and it almost nukes him down. He is a tanky guy, Nimrod. So that's fine. You can see he gets regen now because now I don't have like the 4 charges anymore. So I quickly try and get to 4 or 5 charges so I can shut down the robot, because then that's what Nebula does. Get 5 like of those shock charges and you shut down robots and their ability accuracy. So we build up a few more shock charges. So we didn't quite nuke him down in one shot, but that's okay. Have 1 more special 2 to evade here. And just a parry to get the shocks on, and that is all she wrote for Nimrod. Next, Path 1 in Section 2, we have an Infamous Iron Man. We are going to take this one with Magneto. It's got Reinvigorated Unblockable, Never Back Down. I do make one mistake at the end, which is just going to cost me potions. I don't know how it happened, but we'll see. But again, he can't parry his first medium, only his like light attack there. And again, I'm not great at the re-parries, but it doesn't really matter here. All I know is I can shut down the node altogether. I'm not worried about it. I can't reverse his healing, but I can heal block him. So it's absolutely fine. I'm pretty comfortable, you can see right there, baiting the special 2. Not worried about it there. Not worried about his special 1s as well. Let him bait that heavy attack. I'm trying to get a nice big special 3 on him. At the same time, we are taking down a chunk of his health just from hitting into him. There, nice clean evade on the special, the end of that special 1. There, another nice, like there, we got clipped a little bit there on the special 1. That was kind of annoying. Then I got a shock on me as I was trying to sneak in a few more prowess. Hoping that I could try and nuke him down. It doesn't quite get him all the way. But we get a bunch of bleeds on him that are going to tick him away. And right here, I don't know what happened. I get clipped by that dash in on the special 2, which never really happens to me. Of course, it happens in war. Got a little nervous, but the bleed damage, like detonation, took him out. Next, we're going to do Buffet Mephisto with Apocalypse. I can go Incinerate Immune on this one. So I'm trying just not to trigger a... not to trigger Dex. Granted, he has the Soul Imprisonment on me, so I can't even trigger a buff at the moment. But that's okay. We're going to go ahead and try really hard not to... You see, I'm taking that special on the block and only move out of the way of it before Dex is there. I do trigger a regen, but again, I'm not too worried about this. I just want to get to a special 2. That is the goal. Special 2, and then cycle it into a special 1. Get all the fun debuffs up on him. I do have an invulnerability boost on just in case I shot him to a special 3, but you can see how much damage that special 2 really does. And again, I don't trigger. I do trigger a Dex there, but I've got the debuffs up on him. I have some points in Despair, so it's helping mitigate the healing. And boom, one more special 1, and Mephisto is toast. And then last, in the boss circle, we get 2 fun more Magneto fights. We got Punisher 2099 on node 50. This is the one with Recovery, Safeguard, Indomitable. But what we're going to do is we're going to bypass the Safeguard altogether with Magneto. And you're going to see lots of nice damage on his heavy attacks. Big crits, big direct damage. We're completely ignoring the node altogether. I used to take hashtag Metal Champions on the right side here back in previous seasons. I don't know. Sometimes the Alliance is a little scared of me going in with Magneto against some of these Metal Champions I find in the past. Not necessarily this Alliance, but in the last couple seasons. Here he does get some Flourish charges. I go ahead and hit on the block to remove it while I'm just trying to build to a special 3. Even evade the last little part of that special 1. Sometimes I can counter that. Here again, we're just going to go ahead. I see that he gets some Flourish charges, so I'm going to let him turtle up and get rid of them. Again, recharging the Prowess. Another special 1. Again, we're going in the same cycle. Beta special 1. Now we got a special 3, baby. We're going to get a nice big special 3 on him, and it bypasses the node. And watch the bleeds just absolutely shred him. Goodbye, Punisher 2099. Last but not least is an old favorite node. Okay, new champion on it. I've never faced a Scorpion on node 55. But I used to do, this is Brute Force and Hard Knock Life. And there's Limber on this one. But with Magneto... I get clipped at the beginning here, just trying to get the magnetism on. You tell me if it feels like there's Limber on this node, okay? So I go ahead, I parry heavy, and I don't have to worry about his evades. He's hashtag Metal Champion. I'm not worried about that stuff at all. I just have to keep my eye on the Brute Force timer, so that if I don't get a hit in every 6 seconds, that way I have to, or I take some degen. and his specials do take a little bit of a long time. So there I go for another hit. Like that special 2 just takes, it's a long animation. So I do take a few ticks of brute force damage there, but that's okay. We're just building up to a special 3. There, again, I'm not triggering the Hard Knock Life, which is great for the most part. I'm trying to get a few extra... there, I use my Unstoppable on my Heavy. I just need to get a few more prowess in, go for the special 3. Look at all the damage it's doing, and it is going to melt down this Scorpion. Hope you enjoyed the war, guys. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.